Welcome back to My Plus One Life. I'm here with my wife and our daughter.
She's still in my stomach, but she's here.
She's not born yet. Gus, come here. Gus, come here. Gus isn't going to join, but I haven't posted a video in a while. That's kind of what people say on YouTube. Like, that's a classic line. But I actually haven't, and I want to start keeping you guys more updated. I've learned a lot from my wife in her social media journey. I'll show you her. Here she is.
Have you learned anything from me?
And she's great about keeping you guys updated, the people that watch these videos. So that's what I'm going to do. This year...
How clean is the background? Because I didn't clean off the counter.
There's dog food right there. I'm not above that.
Okay.
So y'all's houses are perfectly clean at all times? No. We're all human.
I need you to pause the video and come over here and feel your daughter because holy shit. Come here.
I'll be right back.
I'm not kidding.
Wait, hold on. Alright. I don't know how many of you guys are pregnant or like have been pregnant, but Allie tells me to come over and feel our daughter all the time.
Okay, well then I'm gonna stop.
No, that's not where I was going with the point. The point I was trying to make is I feel like she stops every time that I get over there. Although I did feel her the other day, like that was probably the most intense movie I've ever felt.
In the car.
Yeah, that was intense. So it is week 7 in the NFL. The year's kind of been all over the place. So one, I'm going to talk about the NFL, and then after that, I'm going to talk about my excitement about being a father, because that's right around the corner. So first off, the last video that I posted, I think I was talking about getting released. So we went through training camp. NFL training camp is all about grinding, competing to earn a spot on an NFL team. You have 53 spots, and you have 16 practice squad spots. Going into that cut day, there's 90 men on the roster. So they cut that 90-man roster down to 53, and then they keep 16 more guys on practice squad. So camp ends. I actually got hurt like right before the second game of training camp, and didn't play the end of training camp. So I was hurt. I was like, I feel like I've done enough. I have a lot of tape in past years. Didn't know if I was going to make the team, and I didn't end up making the team. And that was kind of complicated for me and Allie, or Allie and I, however you say it, because...
Your mom's literally a teacher.
I think it's Allie and I. Because Allie was pregnant, she still is, and I'm like, I don't know where I'm going to live. So when you get released after training camp, any team in the NFL can pick you up. So you don't know where you're going to live. Also, other teams can offer you practice squad spots, which happened to me. Another team called and offered. But I knew that the Raiders wanted to bring me back on practice squad, and I knew I had an opportunity to play early. That being said, I ended up signing back to the Raiders practice squad, and I played immediately.
After not missing a game.
So I haven't missed a game. So, and I don't want to get into it. You can watch my wife's podcast to learn about how teams can do that. But if you're on practice squad, you can still play. The team can elevate 2 guys on game day from the practice squad to play, and I was one of those guys for the first 2 games. After those first 2 games, the Raiders ended up signing me to the active roster. So it's kind of weird because a lot of people will comment and be like, dude, you suck, you're on practice squad, yada, yada, yada. But I haven't missed any games. And the fortunate part about it is, even when you're elevated on practice squad, you still make like the normal 53-man roster money. So didn't miss out on any games, and fortunately didn't miss out on any money because my wife spends all my money, and if I didn't make that money, we probably would have nothing.
They all know that's just a lie. But
yeah, it's part of, you guys get it. It's all part of the game. So that being said, like I said, it's week 7. This season has flown by. Right now we're 3-3, which is actually pretty good in the NFL. You're starting to see teams kind of like pull away, both in the good and then like also fall behind for the bad. And in our division in the AFC, it's really good to be 3-3. So, you have any thoughts on football?
I was going to say the AFC is probably one of the best divisions out there, minus the Broncos.
Or conference.
Or
the AFC West.
Yes.
Yes. So we're in the AFC West. It's the Broncos, the Chiefs, the Chargers, and the Raiders, and it's the best division. So really, if you can do well in your division, you got a chance to go to playoffs. I'm not going to explain how playoffs work. Again, you can go watch my wife's podcast. She can explain how playoffs work. Have you done that yet?
No, because I'm going to talk about playoffs when it comes to playoffs.
That's a good
Or like
point.
in December when it's more important.
So now what? Now what for me in my career? For me, it's just every single week I'm competing still, like trying to show my value on the Raiders, continuing to contribute. I've played like probably 15 to 25 snaps a game, which has been really cool for me. And it's kind of just been a fun year, to be honest. This team, the Raiders, is probably one of my favorite teams that I've been on. Every team has good guys. Every team's got cool guys. Every D-line room's fun. But like this team in particular,
I feel like just y'all seem close.
Yeah, we are close. And this D-line in particular is extra close. Maybe it's because I'm older though. Maybe I'm just like more comfortable.
No, you guys do a lot more off the field stuff, which I feel like makes for a better team, to be honest.
Yeah.
I would like to know the direct correlation between a team's close relationships and how well they're doing in a season.
Well, like it's something we talk about before games. We're like, dang, we have a really close team. We don't want to waste this year. Like we want to win because we want to take advantage of the closeness. So I guess that is like would work in a positive. Like if your team's close, you want to win, you want to fight for each other, whatever. But I've thoroughly enjoyed it. So I'm like, let's get after it. Let's win. Let's win the division. Let's go to playoffs. Let's win a Super Bowl. Okay, so that's one side. Football is kind of just rolling. Allie's getting bigger and bigger, but she's still going to games.
I thought you were saying like my platform, like my podcast is getting bigger and bigger.
The podcast is getting bigger and bigger.
And then here you are talking about my body.
Do you have any thoughts on what it's like being pregnant going to games?
It's definitely a little bit more like I'm watching my husband chase his dreams, and like she kicks during the game like nonstop.
Yeah, she's cheering.
So it's just really adorable because I'm like, oh, that's her dad on the field.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll be able to go to a game this year. I feel like the only way she'll be able to go to a game is if you guys go to playoffs, though. Yeah. And it would probably sit in a suite because I wouldn't want her around the germs.
Yeah. So our due date's around late November, December-ish time, and it would be nice. Maybe we can do it. Who knows? I don't know what people usually do with that.
You just have to make sure they have all their shots and whatnot.
So that will transition us into the talk about being a father. So first off, how are you feeling about being a mom?
I literally cannot wait. Like I feel like I'm at the age where like we were like not really trying, but like kind of I don't know how to describe that. I haven't really talked about that actually, but I feel like I'm at the point where I'm like 28 and you and I have been together for 10 years and we've been to multiple countries and we're established in our careers and like financially stable. Like those are all the things. Those are all the things that people like wait to get pregnant for. And like all those things happened. And now that I'm pregnant, I'm like, oh wow, like, this is actually very enjoyable.
We're in it. Yeah, we're in a really good place. And I know we always joke around about, oh, Allie makes more money than me. I am super fortunate because I feel like we're also in a really good financial place to just have like 5 or 6 kids.
I'm not having 5 or 6.
I could do 5 or 6.
I'm literally not doing that, but.
Also, I am super excited to have a little girl. I don't know. I feel like I put off girl dad energy, so I'm super excited about that. As far as where we're at in the like process of actually being prepared, I think we're getting there.
I think we are not there at all.
We're getting there.
We're starting to buy stuff.
The challenge that like is just hard to explain to people is I don't think people understand how difficult it is in the NFL. If you don't know what team you're going to be on, you literally, it goes 0 to 100. Like we were in California, I didn't even know I was going to play this year. Like I'm just at the crib. Like I had a workout. I was supposed to go work out with the Giants. And then the Raiders called, and then I just signed a day before training camp. And, like, we're planning to have that baby at that point in Orange County. Like, that's where we were going to have the baby. And then literally at the drop of a hat, we moved everything and went to where we are now, which is Vegas. So that slowed down the process. And how many weeks were you in training camp? 22?
When I came out to visit you for the only home preseason game, I was 20 weeks.
So we were behind the ball already.
Yeah.
Not even knowing where we were going to live, not knowing what hospital we were going to go to. So now we at least have those things figured out.
I was more than 20 weeks.
We have an OBGYN here that we really love. And I feel like we have some of the supplies that we need to have the baby.
She's like, unfortunately though, I feel like we're still at the point where if she were to come right now, we would be very unprepared. Like, we have all this stuff, but, like, haven't done laundry, like, bottles aren't sanitized, like, I don't have any postpartum stuff, like, and, like, you and I need to keep up with the house, like, the dog food can't be on top of the counter.
Man, don't judge the dog food on top of the counter. These dogs are staying fed. So we're getting there. That's a little life update. I'm actually super happy I'm doing this video. Like, Allie and I are really gonna start. We're not gonna be like necessarily like doing the full family vlogger thing, but I definitely
we're not doing family vlog. Well, family vlog, and like I want to capture memories that don't involve like exploiting her, you know?
Yes.
Like, it's more so like, let's bring a camcorder. It's not like we're telling a story. It's literally just capturing our memories, and like we'll capture her face, but like not post her face.
Yes. But the point is, I want to start doing more videos like this. I actually am super fortunate. I was telling Allie, I was posting a lot of reels, so I gained a lot of subscribers on YouTube, which I'm excited about because that's a bigger community. So I'm going to try to start doing more videos. I'm not going to over edit them. I'm just going to kind of put them up there. We'll keep it raw and just, it is what it is. But that's pretty much it. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, please comment. If you want to see my wife in the full next video, like right here, comment that too. If you haven't went and seen Sunday Sports Club podcast, you should go watch her stuff because it's actually really good. And that's coming from an NFL expert. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys.